The war with Iran is now entering its sixth week, and rising costs of oil are impacting more than just the price you pay at gas pumps. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. More and more companies, from airlines to Amazon, are now adding fuel surcharges. Those are extra fees that are often passed on to the consumers. News 8's Richard Allen is here with more on how these surcharges, how high they could be running, and the impact we could see on our prices.
That's right. We're already feeling some of the impacts, and it could get even worse. Now, with the price of oil now at over $110 a barrel, the cost of gas is reaching its highest level since the war began, now averaging $5.94 a gallon here in San Diego. But that pain we're feeling at the pump is also being felt in other parts of the economy, from checking luggage at the airport to receiving a delivery at home.
As a war in the Middle East is now showing up in shipping costs here at home.
The bulk of the goods we buy are moved by truck, and trucks use gasoline or diesel fuel. And so the cost of moving all that stuff goes higher, and then they're going to either manage those costs or pass those along to their customers.
Amazon is the latest company to pass on those costs, announcing that it's placing a 3.5% surcharge on third-party sellers using its platform starting April 17th. A cost many economists say will then be passed on to customers.
Anything that shipped, the price of diesel is going to be built into the price of the product.
USD economics professor Alan Jin says these cost increases, from deliveries to clothing to groceries, could be felt even more here in San Diego, where there isn't a strong manufacturing base.
A lot of the products are shipped in. And so because of that, we may be more impacted by higher diesel and shipping costs than other areas.
Along with Amazon, other companies have already tacked on surcharges as the cost of fuel rises. The U.S. Postal Service raised package rates 8% last week. FedEx added 26.5% to ground shipments. UPS matched that, raising its ground shipment rates 27%. Airlines are also following suit, with United and JetBlue raising their checked baggage fees. Jin says that airline ticket costs will likely rise as summer travel approaches.
Prices will go up one way or the other. They're either going to charge a higher price for the ticket itself or tack on all these fees.
In the meantime, President Trump has dismissed concerns over the escalating cost of fuel.
If we have a little high oil prices for a little while, but as soon as this ends, those prices are going to drop, I believe, lower than even before.
But many economists challenge that, saying that even if the war were to end now, oil prices and gasoline costs would likely remain high for several months, with market normalization taking 6 to 12 weeks, or possibly even longer than that.
You know, Richard, a lot of people are making plans for the summer. I mean, we're into April now. Any word on how high those prices could get if this conflict drags on?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So since the war began, the cost of jet fuel has nearly doubled. And right now, airline tickets for the summer are tracking 18% higher than they had a year ago. So some economists are worried that that could actually creep up to 30%. And along with these hike in airfares, expect to see more of these surcharges, like United and JetBlue charging more for checked baggage. We could expect more of that from other airlines as well.
And you know, with that kind of jump, a lot of people are just going to cancel their travel plans.
Yeah.
And the downstream effects on the economy with that are pretty profound as well.
Exactly. So advice is, if you see a good price now,
lock it in.
Take it, lock it in, because it's not going to go down.
I spent the weekend trying to book travel, and all my kids return to school in August flights because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, book it now. Thanks,
Richard.